Welcome back to Breakfast at Dawn. I have no right to be looking this cheerful because of what we're getting into now. Given the extent of Pakistan's recent shuttle diplomacy to secure any sort of economic bailout, it is quite clear that the country is teetering on the brink of default. And to make matters worse, appears that it has been our own doing. Now, the global financial crisis has not had much to do with our economic woes. Now, if you have any questions or comments on this subject, you can always text us in on 6622. The format is DVD space, your message and your name and location, because we have in the studio with us the economist Rashid Alam. Rashid, good morning. Welcome to Breakfast at Dawn. It's not your first time. It's always a pleasure to have you here. Now, as I indicated already in what I was saying, the US and China both have refused to pay up liquid cash. The Saudis are not helping out with the oil, with the financial concessions on oil exports. So what exactly is going on with the Pakistan economy? Nobody wants to back us up.
Well, first of all, we must think, as I earlier said as well, that nobody is friend of Pakistan except for the people of Pakistan. If the people of Pakistan, the ruling elite of Pakistan, and all the powerful people of Pakistan, if they are sincere with Pakistan, then yes, Pakistan can be saved. Pakistan can be, made a viable example in the map, on the map of the world. But unless these people are sincere with us, the general public of the Pakistan is sincere with us.
Well, what can they do? They're just crying.
Oh yes, again, those who are ruling on us or who have been ruling on us, they don't have the realization what should be done in order to, in long term, in order to make this country economically viable and sustainable. This is apathy. The tax reforms, we should have been, there for much earlier. Every sector of the economy should be taxed, be it capital market, be it agriculture, be it whatever. We have a parallel economy working in our cities, Karachi, Lahore, Faisalabad, which is completely undocumented. Last year we achieved a landmark revenue target of 1 trillion. We could easily double it by make the taxation authorities more efficient, by lessening the corruption, by different monitoring tools, by expanding the tax base. But we are not doing that. We are expanding our defense budget, having the atomic bomb and having everything in our hands. We are still giving them more and more. Most of that is being utilized toward non-productive measures. It's our own fault. We are at fault, basically, the Pakistan. And now, after doing everything wrong, after adopting every wrong policy, what we look at our friends. They have their own problem. Nobody would come to help you, nobody would come to rescue you. They have to keep their house in order, and you have to keep your house in order. So that's the fact. Whether be it America, be it China, be it Iran, be it Saudi Arabia, they have their own problems, they have their own issues. Yes, if they have long-term or short-term interest in you, they would definitely come by means of help or other things, but nobody would come and credit into your account $5 billion, $10 billion, $100 billion. Even I have heard of this some days back. The WSJ reporters, he was told that we are looking for $100 billion. Come on, when the Congress took 8 to 10 days to approve $700 billion bailout package for one of the biggest economy, how do you think that the world would come and give you $100 billion in one?
Well, I think that it was said as just a a manner of speech, an expression kind of. We need up to 100 billion.
The situation is undoubtedly very precarious, but we have to take steps in order to avoid this situation. And the the global financial crisis has a very low impact in Pakistan. It would definitely further compound, years to come, when our exports would get hurt by these things, because if the purchasing power of the people living in states or UK or European Union, most of our exports are UK bound or European Union bound or American bound. So if their purchase power that would lessen, so definitely our export would get hit, and there would be some, but we are not directly hit thanks to the stringent rules and regulations of the banking corporations over here. We are not hit by the financial crisis. But Rashid, whatever we are at the brink of, we are just by our own fault and no external things like this.
All right, Rashid, we're going to take a very short break now, but when we come back, we're going to talk about Shaukat Tareem's Plan A, B and C and how those are going to work out for the Pakistan economy. We're going to hand you over to the studio where you're going to get your headlines and your top stories, but stay with us because we're talking more to Rashid Adams about the state of the Pakistan economy. This is Breakfast at Dawn.